I'm really nervous when I make videos, so I'm gonna sit with my Eeyore.
Hey,
This is my buddy Mike Brooks. He trains people down at Swing This, and we are here to talk today about something that I was unaware of that Mike has got into lately. Road cycling, right?
Right.
With the Ride to Recovery, and I'm gonna ask him a question like, what is it? How can people get into it? How did he get into it, and whatever. So, what is the Ride to Recovery, sir?
Ride to Recovery is a organization for veterans. Promotes rehabilitation, for both physical wounds, mental wounds, all branches of the military, all veterans, and you don't even have to be injured. Basically, it promotes rehabilitation through cycling. A lot of guys get out of the military and are dealing with, I myself have severe PTSD, which onsets major depression, and I choose not to take any kind of meds for that stuff. I just feel like it.
Exercise can be better.
Absolutely. Promotes it. Exercise is much more stress relieving for me than any pill that VA can prescribe me. So I found, through a friend of mine, Ride to Recovery, and what they do is they'll take veterans on cycling trips. I just did one from Boston to Philadelphia. Took 6 days, about 455 miles. I just did another one from California, all the way down the California coast. But it's a great organization. You can sign up at ridetorecovery.com. Log in if you're a veteran. It's one of the most simple applications I've ever filled out, signed up for. But the old goes, they take care of everything. A lot of times you got to pay for like your plane ticket to get out there, but they put you up in a nice hotel every night. They provide the food. They provide a bicycle, even if you don't have a bicycle.
Before that, how much road cycling have you done before this?
I started riding bike in the 4th of July weekend.
Okay, so he wasn't a cyclist that got into this thing, right?
Right.
He's like, hey, I want to do this, and I need a bike to practice, right? And then go out this thing, and then get a bike, possibly?
Absolutely.
Cool.
If you make a good impression on them, and you're a good team player, and like everything you do and everywhere you go, always 10%ers. You're gonna have people that complain, don't want to follow the program, and stuff like that. It was the same in the military. But yeah, I borrowed a bicycle, rode probably 500 total miles, maybe.
Before you left?
Before I left for the Boston ride. Cool. And then I went out and did. That was tough. It's just getting used to everything on the road bike and stuff like that. But I came back from that. They actually gave me the bicycle because every night I would get done riding and go freaking work out, come back,
ride, work out, clean the bike, put it back together, and freaking ride again the next day. I was there on a mission to do the challenge and do the best I could with it. And some people were there to party, and just as a vacation. I use it as a stress reliever, as something, a goal to set forward. I get bored sometimes coming down and do a day-to-day training. Sure.
So, same as you.
You got to have something to do,
for a competition or a Tough Mudder or a Spartan race or anything to motivate you.
A reason to train.
Yeah.
Right? To train for. So, you train people down here.
Yeah.
How can some veterans want to get hooked up with this?
Yeah.
And they don't know much about biking, or maybe they're not in shape ready to do this, but it sounds like a good thing for them to do. How can they contact you as far as helping them train here to get into that?
Yeah.
And you guys can go out on a ride, together. Get on the next one.
Yeah.
Are you going to do another one soon?
The next ride I'll do is actually the Bluegrass Challenge, and they do Ride Recovery does 6 stateside rides a year, 1 international ride. Every other year they do one actually that starts in Covington and goes to Nashville.
That's weird.
So I'm totally doing that.
We're riding Covington.
Yeah, especially for all you local people, if you don't want to do the Ride to Recovery, but you'd like to maybe jump in and ride for a day or 2 days, that is a great opportunity to jump in and go ride with a huge group of cyclists and some really motivating people. I saw, the most motivating things I've ever seen in my life on these rides. There's guys that don't have any legs that are on hand cycles. There's guys that have discs fused in their back. They're on recumbent bikes. Basically, it was just a big reminder to never, ever, ever give up or complain. I know. I see that all the time, and you just you know. But I'm here Monday through Saturday. Here all day Monday, all day Wednesday through the nighttime Tuesday. The other days I'm not here at nighttime.
Cool.
But people come down anytime, and if you got questions about any type of training for cycling, I'm developing quite a bit of knowledge on that. You know, because before the California Challenge, I had to go like almost 2 weeks without even having my bike. And I'm about to go on the hardest ride there was, so instead of riding a bike, I just replaced it.
Train for that
with you know, heavy kettlebell swings, heavy sled pushes, and things that I could do down here to imitate or simulate
keep your
climbing.
conditioning up for we have a lot of connections at Swing with people that are really knowledgeable about bikes. We sponsor Reezer's bike racing team. There's several people that work there that train down here. We know a lot of other people with the Devou Park mountain bike trails, backcountry trails. You know, they're always getting people together to, you know, just for fun or whatever, whether it's something you want to get into, start out with fun, then get into the Ride to Recovery, you know, like Mike did. And then it just gives you like another goal instead of just training for training, you know, train for something, you know. Let's see, any other thing I could put on, and any other websites that you've used or anything, any other resources since you've been getting into
with the Ride to Recovery?
Yeah.
Not really, but if there's any veterans in the area that are looking for a good place to train, or looking you know, further education or quality of life or anything like that, feel free to stop down here and talk to me. I got a lot of knowledge with the Wounded Warrior Project. The Marine Corps has one called Team Simplify. There's Ride to Recovery. Probably the biggest thing I miss with being out of the Marine Corps is like camaraderie and the brotherhood. And you're definitely not going to get that at a bigger gym, or you know, you're probably going to get that at a CrossFit. I think that's why they work. But if you don't like CrossFit and you don't like the big box gyms, this is your place. For sure. I mean, the people here are super helpful, and like I said, I love to help out other veterans, other people, period, but especially veterans. So if there's any veterans out there looking for a place to come down and work out and set some new goals that are battling with some demons inside or physically, come on down and let us help you out.
How can we give, obviously you guys can contact me too, but do you have any way that you want to put out there to contact you?
Yep, you can contact me at mbrooks.corestrength@gmail.
Cool. That's pretty easy. We'll put that on the video on the bottom too. And then you always check us out, you know, swingthiskettlebells.com. We're on Facebook and all that other junk. Like I said, we're here to help people, not just to make you look good or something. We want to make you feel better, first of all, whatever that is. So anyway, Ride to Recovery, ridetorecovery.com. That's really easy. Check it out, see what you think, and we'll probably maybe put some more posts out there and link up some websites that we can find to help promote that, because it's pretty new, right? A couple years? Or?
It's been around for 6 or 7, but it's just started getting to the sizes it is now, probably the past 2 years.
Cool.
I think it started off and it had, the first ride was like 60 riders, and it was called Road to Recovery for the first year. But like I said, it's great, the best organization I've ever seen dealing with veterans, taking care of veterans, and it's just an awesome thing.
Cool. All right. Well, Mike Brooks, ridetorecovery.com, swingthiskettlebells.com. I'm Joe, and that's all we got for now. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, brother.